Hi, and welcome to the Gifted and Distractible vlog. I am delighted to talk to you about something, and I don't want you to feel stressed, but this is really for parents, though there's a really great message for TUI adults and teachers too. And I want to talk to you about how the summer can actually be an excellent time to start planning your advocacy for the school year. I know you're like, wait, I want the summer off. I don't even want to listen to this. I don't even want to think about it. But it's really important too, because I think what I'm going to do is relieve stress for you. So many of my parent clients will say, what should we do over the summer? How should we strengthen our kids' skills, their executive functioning skills, their reading, their writing, whatever? They want to spend, all of a sudden they have this found time and they want to spend it on helping their kids strengthen their skills. And that comes from a very wonderful place in your heart, I know. But the truth is, your kids and you need a break. So I'm going to flip the script and I'm going to say summertime is actually a time for filling that resilience bucket, for identifying and spending time in the passion place, the zones of genius, that interest area. And by the way, those skills of reading, writing, executive functioning, they will all be naturally strengthened through your child's motivation to do something they care about and they're interested in. So that to me is the better way to teach skills. And you don't have to do it in the moment while they're doing their thing, whatever their wonderful passion or hopefully passions are, but you can reflect back on the skills that they're using, the focus that they have, the joy that they get out of learning new things, the stick-to-itiveness, if that's even a word, when something is hard. And so I'm really going to ask you to talk to your kids about what do you wish you could do? What do you want to do? What do you want to learn about? What do you want to be involved in? And by the way, it's likely if they do get involved in these passion projects, these interest areas, that they're going to meet other peers who are more likely to be socially successful with them because they are in a milieu where they're relaxed and they're engaged and everybody has a shared interest. When this is happening, and by the way, it may not be in a group situation. It might be in your home. It might be in your basement. It might be at your kitchen table. It might be in your kitchen if they're a budding chef. But take photos of your child engaged, not holding up their finished project, but actually being engaged in the passion, in the project, in the interests, because you're going to use that photograph in the fall to help a teacher see your child in an area where they're engaged. They're going to see your child in a different way than maybe they see them in the classroom. And this is helpful for the child and the teacher to bond or have something that they can talk about, and for the teacher to see your child's ability to be engaged. When they have some of this wonderful flow experience that's under their belt this summer, maybe 3 weeks before school starts, 4 weeks before school starts, in a calm moment while you're eating ice cream or having a snack or just chilling, lying on the grass, looking up at the sky, if that's something you have time to do, or looking at the stars, ask your child, like, if you had a magic wand, what would you change about school? What would make school better, more fun, more interesting, less hard? What worked at school? What didn't work at school? And then most importantly, ask your child, what is one thing you wish teachers knew? I wouldn't even say teachers knew about you. I wouldn't be that specific. I would be very general. And the answer to that question is going to give you a lot of clues. And then as the beginning of the year rolls around, reach out to an administrator or your child's counselor and ask for a teacher team meeting, not the week or two before school, because teachers are way too busy and we want them to actually see and experience your child before you have a meeting with them. I think the sweet spot is probably 3 weeks in to school. The honeymoon period is still happening. They're still getting to know your child, your child's getting to know them, but you have a little bit of feedback that you can give them. So about 3 or 4 weeks, ask for a full teacher team meeting and bring with you the answers to 5 questions. What are your child's strengths? What are their struggles? What accommodations and enrichment work? What accommodations and enrichment do not work? And what one thing do you want next year's teachers to know? And that should also incorporate your child's questions, answers to those questions. Now, if you're a 2E adult watching this, you may think about how you fill your resilience cup. If you put a lot of shoulds on you, I should be doing this. Sometimes we do that and it's to our detriment and it leads to burnout. So make sure you too are taking some time off when you can to do things that you're passionate about. And for my teachers out there, it's so important for you to ask those 5 questions of your parents. What are their child's strengths, struggles, what works and what doesn't work? And if you're a former teacher and you can help a parent plan for next year's meeting, make sure you share what one thing you think next year's teacher should know. Thanks for listening. And if you're not already following me on my YouTube channel, please do so. It's Julie Skolnick. And if you're not subscribed to our newsletter, our free weekly newsletter, that's where you'll get my vlog every month, my blog, articles, and where I'm speaking and other events in the 2E community. So I hope that we can connect one way or another. And by the way, there's a whole bunch of free stuff coming up. So you want to know about that and subscribe to the newsletter. Thanks so much for listening to the G&D vlog.